The economy is going through tough times. Many hardworking Americans blame wealthy CEOs out of touch with what's going on in their own companies. But some bosses are willing to take extreme action to make their businesses better. Each week, we follow the boss of a major corporation as they go undercover in their own company.
This is John. He's going to be working with you today.
This week, the CEO of America's largest family-owned theme park company poses as a new recruit.
Oh, you're a rookie?
I am a rookie.
Okay, hold on.
The boss will trade in his executive office and expense account for a beard, some boots, and a quacker.
No quacker, no ride.
It was rough. We still got quite a bit of work to do.
The biggest thing is you never know what's going to happen when you come in.
You know, you want to help, but you can't always help everybody.
And he'll discover the unsung heroes that make his company run.
And I am so thankful that I went through this experience.
Find out what happens in the most emotional reveal of the season. Next on Undercover Boss. Hershon Family Entertainment is the largest family-owned theme park company in America, boasting some of the most exciting attractions from amusement parks, aquariums, and sightseeing tours across the country. At the apex of this $300 million company is one man.
I'm Joel Manby, and I'm CEO of Hershon Family Entertainment. We manage 22 properties in 9 states. I've been CEO for 8 years now. I grew up in Battle Creek, Michigan, and we had a very humble upbringing. We never had much money. We lived in a very, very small house. I shared a bedroom with my brother, and my parents lived in the kitchen. What I remember is how hard my dad tried to make a living. I think it's one reason I'm kind of driven to try to make sure I provide for my family. I have a wonderful family of 6 of us in total. I have 4 daughters, including little Annie from an orphanage in China. I've put a huge priority on being with my kids, but it hasn't always been that way. I've made huge mistakes as a dad and a leader. In the auto industry, I started right after undergraduate school, eventually became the CEO of Saab North America at a very young age. I was working so hard and was so disconnected from my family that I literally had a breakdown or just a meltdown. I actually started drinking too much.
It progressively got worse, and his time for us got more and more limited.
Marky, my wife, finally held up the white flag and said, "This is not what I signed up for." It was a very difficult decision to leave the auto industry, but I actually feel like I was called to come to this company. My own religious belief and Christian values and ethics, they've helped me get through a really, really rough period of my life. And Hershon Entertainment is owned by a Christian family, so they've tried to bring faith principles into the workplace. I relish that. This recession has been incredibly difficult. Attendance is down across the board at all properties, and we've had to make some really difficult decisions. We froze wages. I just want to make sure our folks are still feeling good about us and the company and what we do. And I want to get that unfiltered look. That's why I want to go undercover.
See you guys.
When I go undercover, my name's going to be John Briggs, and I'm going to be a new recruit to our company who is just laid off from the auto industry. I'm going to grow a beard, and I'm going to cut my hair and so forth. So I'll be telling my coworkers that I'm being followed by a TV crew, documenting what it's like to try out entry-level jobs at Hershon.
You will be in room 106.
I will miss my family a lot, but I think it's important to improve and change for the company. I'm here at Stone Mountain Park in Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia's #1 attraction, and I specifically wanted to see the Ride the Duck operation. It's very important because it's about 5% of our revenue. The duck captain is not part of the experience. He is the experience. He's the one person interacting with the guest that makes it or breaks it. So it's really important to me to see how they perform.
Hey, how are you?
good.
Good to meet you. I'm John
Good to meet
Briggs.
you. This is uniform. Restroom is right there to your right.
Alrighty.
Right here waiting on you when you get back.
Alrighty, thank you.
Now, this is a duck. This is an amphibious machine used in World War II. Captain Howard!
Yes, sir, boss.
Now, this is Captain Howard, better known as Tiny. Captain Howard, this is John.
John.
He's going to be on our staff here.
Nice to meet you.
Is he funny? That's the question.
Yeah, that's the question. We'll see.
I think I need to learn from you.
Okay, well, come on. I'm going to show you a couple things. This is the cockpit, as we like to call it. This is your place of business. You've got three main responsibilities. You're going to drive this duck, you're going to talk to people, and you're going to play some music for them. It's all about jokes and having fun. Unlike the normal tours that you would go on, this is more of a show.
Okay.
I want to see really how you interact with the kids.
Okay.
Follow my lead, and you'll see how I do it. Like I said, for me, it's the fun of the show that's going to make them happy. So, but I'm going to show you how this goes down. Should we do it?
Are you ready?
3 o'clock, Doc! Come on, Pat.
Hey, how you doing? Let me take your ticket. What's your name? Clara. May I have your ticket, please?
What's your name? Colette. Oh, I love that name.
All ready to go? Make sure you guys get a cracker as you get on the duck, all right? Everybody gets a cracker.
No quacker, no ride.
This is where you're going to get a chance to see what I do.
Okay.
You got to watch what I'm doing here. This is some serious stuff here, okay?
All right.
All right, folks, little fella coming through. Right here in the middle of the duck. All right. Excuse me, guys, pardon me. All right. Hey, folks, this is a ducky cleaning. All right, okay. Let's get this thing started here, guys. All right. I want you guys to look right over to your left here, and also, as you're going to introduce the mountain to everybody.
Oh, yeah. Does everybody know about the mountain? Well, it is 100, what'd you tell me, 100 feet wide. It's 100 feet high, 100 feet high, 190 feet wide. It's 60 feet deep.
I know you're in training now. Let me just explain real quick. The mountain itself actually spreads over 5 miles, guys. So 5 miles around.
Wow.
All right. And from top to bottom, 832 feet from bottom to top. All right. The mountain itself is actually in the Guinness Book of World Records. It's the largest piece of exposed granite in the whole entire world.
Wow.
Right there. That's what we're looking at. All right, guys. Are y'all ready to go into the water? All right. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. As I get around this corner, I'm going to get this duck going about 90 miles an hour. We're going to hit that water. It's going to slide across the other side. How's that sound to y'all? Don't worry about the basics. You'll all be fine. It's simple. I have a flotation device. All right, guys. Please put your hands in the air, guys. All right, guys. Everybody say, go, Captain, go! Go, Captain, go!
Howard was just a blast. It's such a rare talent. I mean, he is really into what he does.
I need a volunteer. Who's going to be my first volunteer?
All right.
Have a seat, little guy. We're going to turn this thing around and start heading back to the other way. Are you ready? Here we go. You're driving. You're in control. Come on, Captain, go.
He kind of becomes a kid.
All right, let's give a hand to Captain Howard for getting us out safe.
How he kind of acts in the faces and how he looks at them. And this was just a lot of fun. The kids were really having fun. We have other ride the duck locations. It just made me wonder if he's ever seen other tours or if other captains from other markets have ever come here, because I think they can really learn something from each other.
Coming up, Joel comes face to face with an employee who's gunning for his job.
I would like to be CEO of Hershey Properties.
Who's in that job now?
Joel Manby is our CEO.
And later, Joel gets his feet wet. And his boss.
Whoa, sorry, man.
Joel Manby, CEO of Hershey Family Entertainment, is undercover in his own company. His coworkers think he's being filmed for a documentary about someone trying out entry-level jobs. His journey continues in Branson, Missouri.
I'll be working 2 jobs here at Silver Dollar City. Silver Dollar City is a very unique theme park. It is one of our flagship parks and has been in existence for 50 years. It is based back in the 1880s. I really wanted to come to Silver Dollar City because we have a reputation as the friendliest theme park in the world. I want to know how they pull that off. So I'm going to work the front gate. That is the first impression that the guest gets of this whole experience. Hi.
Hi, I'm Deanna.
Hi, Deanna.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We're going to go introduce you to Albert. You're going to be working with him today.
All right, great.
Good morning, Albert.
Hey,
Hey.
morning.
This is John Briggs.
Nice to meet you.
He's going to be
Name's
working with
Nice
you
to meet
today. Okay?
Good deal.
All right. Have a great day, guys.
All right, great.
Okay,
Good
well,
to meet you.
you got a couple of things for your outfit that we still need to get you. Let's see here. Perfect. Are we choking you yet?
No, we're good.
There you go, John.
That work?
The only rule is you can't look better than me. Well, come on over here, John. We'll get you on a turnstile.
Okay, let's do it.
This is all about your first impressions. So it's really a fun experience. So it's pretty simple. All you gotta do is call someone over for a ticket. Over here, guys. Scan their ticket, and the turnstile unlock.
All right.
And hand back their ticket. You wanna give it a shot, John?
I guess so.
There you go.
I can help you over here, sir. Ma'am, I can take your ticket over here. Oh, she's already through. I can help you over here, ma'am. Anybody?
We want to always interact with our guests. You want to make them feel welcome. This is the first thing they see in the morning. So if they don't feel welcome when they come in, they're not going to feel welcomed in the park. We can never help our guests too much. Tickets right here, folks. Thank you, Ron. Come on through. Have a great day.
How are you today, ma'am?
I'm fine.
Come on through. It's a gorgeous day, isn't it?
Right over here, folks. I can get your
There you go.
tickets.
You come
got
on
your tickets
through.
right here, folks.
Have a great day, all right? The season pass holder, all right.
Just make sure to check your ID.
You're from Maine? All right, good to have you here.
You're going to match the name with the name.
Come on in, sir.
Okay, John, let's go ahead and come over here and we can keep things flowing smoothly.
I like that. That's fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You get to interact with the guests, and it's one of the biggest parts of my day because I love interacting with people. Okay, John, well, we're in the back of the stroller booth here, and we need to just keep stocking.
Okay.
Grab the double stroller. There are a couple of them. One of our main goals is to keep this area out here stocked.
Okay.
So that when they sell strollers, the guests can come over here and grab them. If we get a flood of people, then we'll be hurting if we don't get this stocked. There's a couple ways you can knock down a stack of strollers.
Holy cow.
You can't hurt the strollers, so don't be afraid of the strollers. Just watch out for yourself. And we're just gonna go ahead and stockpile over here for right now.
Okay. Will we go through all these in one day?
Well, we sure hope to today. Saturday is usually a pretty busy day. So let's go ahead and knock some more down back here.
All right.
Yep.
He's a very fast-working guy. It's hard to keep up with him.
So, Albert, how long have you worked here?
This is my 6th year on park.
60 years.
Yes, sir.
So you were here since you were
14. 14? Yes, sir. Mom said get a job, so I listened. That's how that works.
Wow.
Yeah, we can use another double stroller and a couple of single strollers. And now we're ready for the next rush of people. Let's go into the break room here and we'll have ourselves some lunch.
All right. Yeah. That sounds good.
I grew up at this park. I've been on this park since I was 2 years old. I have all these ideas about theme parks and stuff. It's not just a place I work, it's my passion too. I love the theme park industry. I'd really like to get into designing if I could, if that's something that I'd like to. Design attractions, yeah. I've been working on a couple designs and I've got some if you wouldn't mind seeing them.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind at all. Cool.
So this one is set on Lake Silver. It's a man-made lake here at the park. You're underwater at this point, you're underwater at this point.
The other coasters go underwater like that?
To my knowledge, there's not a coaster that goes underwater. So that's a benefit to it.
Do you want to go to a design school?
I don't know yet. That's the problem. Is that I come from a pretty poor family. We weren't well off in any sense, and so I have to work to go to school, and I'm trying to go to school for work. I'm just doing 10 hours a semester, and then working 40+ hours a week also.
Wow.
What do you think the ideal job is here?
I would like to eventually be a CEO of Hershey Properties.
Who's in that job now?
Joel Manby is our CEO. Mm-hmm. He is an awesome guy.
I think that's something within your control. I just know by seeing the type of person you are. I mean, you've been fun to work with.
That's what this park is all about.
I feel like you're my boss.
Exactly.
Really.
But at a point, I'm going to become your boss again.
I know.
We got to go back to work.
I know we got to go back to work. I think our break's over with. Well, I have a lot of emotion for Albert. I really respect his passion and energy.
If you want to be an employee of this park, the more you know about the park, the better you're going to be at your job.
Albert does overwhelm me a little bit, but that's great because you can channel that. And it definitely makes me want to try to help in some way. I saw in Albert a little bit of myself. I grew up poor like he did. He may be no different than I was at that point, but I got a few breaks along the way. I still remain nervous to do each job and maybe be found out. But even Albert mentioned my name as if, maybe Joel Manby would look at my ideas. I'm sitting right there in front of him. It's just, wow, that really blew me away. got up at 3:30 this morning, which has never happened before. I don't know why and how people choose to do these jobs so early in the morning. This is totally different than my normal everyday job, so I think it's going to be hard. Well, here I am back at Silver Dollar City. This was ranked the cleanest park in America, and so I really wanted to come to see how in the world we get this place so clean.
My name's Richard.
Hi, Richard. I'm John.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We're gonna kick it in high speed this morning. The park opens at 9:30.
All right.
It's gonna be fast paced.
Okay.
So I hope you're feeling energetic.
Well, I'm good to go.
All right. Always put the hose behind your back and grip it with the other hand. You want to flush the streets really good. So just open it up. All right, now I'm gonna let you wash.
Okay. Is it the red one?
No, left.
Black one.
You turn the black part. Whoa. I think it's heavy. See that dry spot?
Yeah.
Hose it down just a little better down through there. There's leaves over here you'll need to get.
Yeah, I keep missing them. How come there's still leaves where I do it? It's actually harder than it looks. You had to keep telling me to go back and hit those spots I was missing.
So do you think you could do this every morning?
I'm not sure about the getting up part.
You get used to it? I've been here going on 12 years. Now, we'll shut it off and drop a section of the hose. There's gonna be less hose dragging around. What you do is just take it, kink it, and put your foot on it.
All right.
All right. Just keep it kinked tight. And when I release the pressure, just take that loose. Okay.
I'm pulling it apart now.
Okay.
I'm trying.
Richard. Uh-oh.
I think my hose is leaking. Come back behind you here. Whoa, sorry, man. Don't get my boss
I'm telling you, that's already got me wet.
Whoops.
You might just stay behind me.
Okay, sorry. So how did you come to work here?
Well, actually, I worked in commercial construction, and I wanted something different where I could be home every night with my family, which I have 5 kids.
You have 5 kids?
I have 5 kids. I adopted 2.
I have 4 girls.
4 girls, all right.
And we actually adopted 1 too, so we have something in common there. We were blessed as parents and didn't want to see some kid go through life without parents, you know?
Right.
It doesn't seem right.
Well, it is that right, really. And there's a lot of kids out there that it needs a chance in life. They really do.
I'm really impressed with Richard. He's a hard worker, cares about his family. To add 2 kids, the fact that he took all that on just shows you the huge heart that the guy has.
So, are you actually living in the area right now?
I'm actually in a hotel just kind of checking it out. Where do you live?
I live in Galena because 2 years ago we lost our house in a flood.
Did you have all 5 of your kids, your adopted kids too at the time?
Yep. It was rough because we actually lived in a pop-up camper at first. We didn't have a place to go right then. So
I can't believe you lost all your stuff like that, and it must have been really hard to start over.
I had to go in and gut everything out. So we still got quite a bit of work to do.
You're a hard-working man. I was overwhelmed hearing that. His whole home being wiped out from a flood. Everything is gone, and he's still working his way through that. We have started a financial assistance program. We use it to assist employees in need. One thing I'm really frustrated with is Richard didn't seem to apply for it, so we can't help him, and we can't help others if they don't, and that's a problem.
No, I say you done pretty good for your first time. You really
Thank
did.
you. I had a good instructor who had some patience.
Well, I don't know about that.
I'm just proud that we have a guy like that working in this company. I really am.
Coming up, Joel gets a dose of his workers' reality.
This job is a gamble. This is hard for me to never know what's going to happen when you come in.
And later, Joel meets his toughest boss yet.
Make sure you get up here, too. Make sure you don't put so much water. You got to take pride in what you do.
Joel Manby CEO of Hersh and Family Entertainment, continues his undercover journey inside his own company.
I'm going to work on a showboat, Branson Bell. The showboat's over 14 years old. It attracts hundreds of thousands of people a year, and they come from all over the country. It's a highly timed experience where you have to get people on that boat, serve them, watch a show. It's very precise, and I want to go out and make sure our guest experience is still holding up, and obviously look for ways to grow attendance as well.
Jennifer, this is John. John,
Hi,
this
Jennifer.
is Jennifer.
How are you? Nice to meet you.
She'll be working with you today. Go get your uniform ready and get dressed.
Alrighty. I've never served before, so you a good trainer?
I'm going to try my best.
Okay, thanks. Here we go.
Hi, you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. And this is John. He's going to be helping me serve today.
What's your name?
Yeah, this is his first time, so I'm going to help him out. Oh, you're a rookie? Yes.
I am a rookie.
Regular for you, sir?
Everybody all set? You good? Everybody all set with drinks? I'm gonna get that coffee. You want anything in this glass? You want water or anything cold?
Timing is everything for us. Do you have a watch or a phone?
I have a watch.
Okay.
It's 11:55.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, then we have to go back and get everything ready. Have you ever carried a tray before?
No, I haven't. So.
Well, it's all about balance, so just find your balance. And we're just all gonna just kind of parade through the very front row where we just were.
Hello.
And I hear we need some more dressing over here. You got it. Our dinner course comes out at 15 after.
I think I'm doing okay. I wish I wore an undershirt. I'm sweating like crazy. But I'm also nervous that I'm going to drop something.
Okay, now push your hand towards the center as it goes. I've got this. You're good.
Yep.
Keep pushing it towards the center. Nope.
Whoa.
Okay, hold on. Can you breathe? It's almost over.
She's very efficient, but she has that rare talent that she can be efficient and really friendly at the same time.
How's your ice cream? Yeah, that's my favorite.
That's a great trait in this business.
Some of the ladies are loving him. He's adorable, so they're like, hi, you know. Doing a good job.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We're done. We're just gonna go on break. This is when we get to eat our lunch and just kind of hang out. Hey, I'm kind of busy. What's going on? She's sick. What do you mean, like sick? Did she puke sick or? Hey, just tell her to stay in her bed. No, she needs to stay in her bed and just stay at home. And
I thought it was the time.
okay. All right. Well, thanks for letting me know. Okay. Bye. My daughter, she's sick.
How many children do you have?
I have 2, 10 and 7.
Wow.
I married an Army man. We're divorced now.
How is it raising 2 kids with this kind of a job?
Oh, it's actually really challenging, and we've been trying to get the corporation to actually get a child care facility because with all these parks and the weird hours that we work, we can't get a normal babysitter 9 to 5. But the biggest thing is in the recession right now, we're not filling the boat anymore. We usually have twice as many people.
Yeah.
And we rotate through the boat. That's how we get a station. And when we rotate to the back of the boat and there's no people sitting in your station, we get sent home.
I see.
So I would have my child at the babysitter and then have to go turn around and go pick them right back up again, pay them for having them watch them for a couple hours and then not make any money myself. And that happens all the time, all the time. So this job is a gamble. You never know what's going to happen when you come in.
It really is a catastrophic issue. Day in and day out, she can't get her child care covered. And so for people in that situation, we ought to have some kind of assistance for them. All righty. Well, thank you. Yeah, it was a pleasure meeting you. Yeah, good luck to you. I'm here in Camden, heading into my last undercover job at our Adventure Aquarium. We just purchased these aquariums, so not only is it a brand new business, but I don't know the people very well. It's a very concentrated experience with a lot of kids in a small area, and they do a good job, but I want to see how that's done. I want to learn how they do what they do. Hi.
Hi, are you John?
I am John.
I'm Melissa. We have a lot of groups outside, and I want to get you started because we need your help. Is that okay?
That's okay.
I hope you're a quick
show me
learner.
what to do?
So we're going to head straight up the stairs here, and you're going to learn how to do touch tanks. So this is a normal day, John. This is what it normally looks like up here. So this is Mercedes, John.
Mercedes,
Excuse the wet hands.
That's right, I'm John.
John's new to the team, Mercedes, so I hope you can show him what we do up here.
Sure.
Great.
Jump on it.
All right, I'm jumping in.
As soon as the kids come up, I let them know everything is touchable. They have to take their 2 fingers and stroke. They can't poke or pick up.
Okay.
That's a leather sea star. This creature right here is the green surf anemone. The kids love it because it sticks to your fingers. Anemone.
Anemone. Tell me the species difference again, though, because I drew a
This one
blank.
is a sea ochre, and they all are sea ochre.
Now just touch them with 2 fingers like this. It's a sea cucumber.
No, they're 2 different species. Is it a sleep?
I don't think it's asleep.
So, John, we have to get ready to do some cleaning.
Okay.
So, we're going to be washing the tanks. So, you want to wipe in a circular motion because you don't want to leave scratches or marks.
What happens if guests come up while I'm on it? Just keep working?
Step aside, yeah.
Do I go up really high? Like...
Speedy.
All right.
Come on. I think you missed a spot.
You know, it's really hard to get all the spots because there's so many.
You got to take pride in what you do. Let's come on over here. Yes, this one's really nasty. So, there's actually a smudge right above your head here. Make sure you get up here too. Put some more muscle into it. Have you ever done cleaning like this? Ever? Right up in here. Let's get that. Make sure you don't put so much water. Because it leaves the smeary mark.
That doesn't look so good. It just looks
Let me see.
Yeah, that's better. As soon as you're cleaning it, somebody comes along and touches it.
No excuses. No excuses. You can get this.
I'm slow, and I think I'm not very good because I keep missing spots, and she keeps coming in after me, so I feel a little embarrassed. She was faster than me and better. You know, she obviously cares a lot, which, you know, that kind of picks up my performance and makes me want to do better. So you do this, and you work the touch pool.
Yep, I work in the accounting and finance department. I also do events, hosting, also the Touch Shark tank where you saw me.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're busy.
I do pretty much a little bit of everything here.
So Mercedes, how long have you been here?
It'll be 2 years in January.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I've been here for 2 years and it went by so fast. Just jump right on in.
So tell me more about what you were saying.
2 years ago, before I got this job, right before I got it, me and my son were homeless.
You're kidding me.
And my son was about 1 year old. We were staying in his school. It was a private daycare, and we were sleeping on the floor. And it wasn't because of my resume or work ethic. Nobody would hire me. It was just really hard times. And the only thing that kept me going was my son running up to me and smiling. Like, he never knew, you know, we were homeless or we were going through hard times. Kids don't know that stuff. They just are kids. You know, they're innocent. And I finally got the job here. This place was like a lifesaver for me, so. Ever since then, I've just been saying yes to everything and accepting every opportunity this place has to offer. Whether it's cleaning, whether it's filing, whether it's greeting a guest or hosting a party.
That's really impressive.
I think the more you know, the better.
Yeah.
The pay comes later, you know?
Yeah. That's really humbling to see what she's been through. The attitude to just do it all on your own like she did. It's just so amazing to me in this experience. You know, you just see so much pain. And you just think, why? You know, why does it have to be like this? And, you know, you want to help, but you can't always help everybody. And it's just, man, what an amazing person. What an amazing person. I feel worn down. I've kind of felt overwhelmed seeing all this. Because I had never done the frontline jobs, I could not possibly have the appreciation for it. I am feeling, not just reading about or hearing about, I'm feeling how good our people are and how important their jobs are and how incumbent it is on me as a leader to make sure it stays that way. It's going to make me a better leader. It's going to make me stronger and even more dedicated than I even am today.
Coming up, Joel summons his employees to headquarters.
Where am I going? What is this all about?
I'm a little nervous.
How will they react when Joel reveals his true identity?
I'm actually Joel Manby, and I'm CEO of Hershey Entertainment. My experience has come to an end now, and I'm going to report back to my team and tell them what I learned while I went undercover, the good and the bad. Well, thanks everybody for coming together. And as you know, I'm back from my little trip. Thanks. It's good to be back. It was just an incredible experience. It was more physically exhausting and more emotionally exhausting than I anticipated. And there's some things that I want to talk through that we need to fix and we need to do better. The overriding thing is we have financial assistance for our employees. And almost without fail, the people I talked to had not applied for it, even when they had huge needs.
Do we know why they didn't apply for assistance? Do they not know about it?
No one wants to apply for financial assistance, right? And so somehow we have got to figure out how to market that better, how to get people to apply more easily. I don't have all the solutions, and I want your guys' input into that as we normally operate. The second kind of overarching theme was we have to find a way to serve single parents better. They are a significant part of our workforce, and as you go back out to your properties, just keep an open ear to that, because I sure would like to have concrete results out of what we learned from this experience. So I really appreciate it, and thanks for your listening to all this.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right. Now it's time for me to reveal my true identity to each of the people I worked with over the past week.
I'm in the dark right now and feeling like, wow, where am I going? What is this all about?
I'm a little nervous because I don't know what to expect.
Hey, how you doing?
John Briggs?
John, yes, John. Good to see you.
Hi, John. Yeah.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Just fine. I'm not actually John Briggs.
You're not John?
Well, I'm actually Joel Manby, and I'm CEO of Hershey Entertainment.
No. That was you, okay?
Oh, so you... It's my boss's boss?
Well, yeah, in a sense.
Wow.
Man.
That's a pretty good...
You got me.
Oh, man.
I never worked the frontline jobs at Hershey. I really wanted to work the frontline jobs, and I didn't want people to know who I was, because whenever they know who I am, I get treated differently. And even though I feel badly that we had to do the disguise and you didn't really know, that was the only way I could get the real experience.
That's cool. That's pretty cool.
Captain. First of all, I just have never seen anybody transform themselves like you transform themselves.
All right, folks, little fella coming through.
I tried to interact with the kids, but you, in some senses, became a kid.
So for me, this is an opportunity to touch somebody else's life, to wake somebody up, you know, to get somebody going, and hopefully they'll have a good day for me. And that's what I'm trying to do. So.
Can we take some of that magic and put it at other Ride the Duck locations in other cities? I'd like to see you be able to go there and help teach them some of what you have.
I would love to do that.
Let's make it happen.
I'm there.
All right, great.
Yeah, no problem.
I really appreciate you.
Wow, this is like, what? This is amazing. Can't wait to go home and tell my girl about it.
To me, Jennifer, I was impressed with your work ethic. What you did is really put a face to being a single parent. I wanted to do something about it. So what we're going to do is expand our financial assistance programs, and we're going to allow childcare. So you can take that worry out of your life, at least from a financial standpoint.
That would be great. It's like a huge weight.
Yeah. I hope you can continue on the positive track, and I really admire what you've done.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. It's the one thing I struggle most with, so it's going to feel amazing to not have to worry about it as much. I can't even explain to you.
Richard, you are a very special man, and you have a really special heart.
Thank you.
And we're very lucky to have a man like you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
That story about losing your home really touched me, and what I'd like to do is, for your home, allocate the full $10,000 of catastrophic funds that we have available to help you redo your house. And then we're going to take the citizens of Silver Dollar City on a day off and come to your house so we can fix it up. And something that'll take you over a year to get done, maybe we can get done in one day.
I don't know what to say now. Well, I appreciate that.
You don't have to say anything.
You got me good. I've never dreamed about something like this ever happening. So it's going to be a big relief.
Mercedes, you're just an incredible worker.
The more you know, the better.
Yeah.
The pay comes later, you know?
Even though you have every reason to have a very different attitude, there's a couple things I want to do. The first thing we want to do is give you an immediate raise.
Oh, God.
Because
Oh, God. I don't believe this is happening. I'm sorry. Oh, my God.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, my God.
in honor of you making that huge move from being homeless into a new apartment, we're going to come in with you to your apartment, and we're going to inventory with you everything that you need. And you just tell us what you need, and then we're going to take care of that. I hope you're with us for a long time. Who knows, maybe we can see you get into your own home.
Wow, that would be great.
I want to see you achieve your dreams, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much. I feel like I'm on top of the world. Like, this is amazing. Wow.
You're trying to work full-time, and you're trying to go to school at night. You've inspired me to start a scholarship program. I should tell you, you're going to be the first recipient. You're going to get to go to school full-time. So you don't have to work all day. You don't have to go to school at night. We're going to actually pay you your 40 hours a week salary while you go to school.
It's amazing.
Well, you deserve it. All we ask is that you know, in the summertime, when you're not going to school full-time,
Come back to work?
Come back to work.
I'd love to. You can't keep me away from the place.
We need a lot of people like you with your kind of passion, your kind of enthusiasm.
First thing I'm calling is my parents. I'm going to be jumping up and down while I'm telling them, and I'm going to hear my dad. I know he's going to be so proud.
Good afternoon.
I'm really excited to talk about what happened because it was once in a lifetime, and I just can't wait to tell them about it.
Here's our CEO, Mr. Joel Manley.
My name's Joel Manby, and for the last week, I went undercover at our great company. So, we thought we'd show you a little bit of the experience of what I went through with some of these great folks down here, and we're going to start in Branson, Missouri.
Here is just take it, kink it, and just take this loose. Richard.
Some of the ladies are loving him. He's adorable, so they're like, hi.
Folks, little fella coming through.
What do you think the ideal job is here?
A CEO.
Who's in that job now?
Joe Manby is our CEO.
We talk a lot about creating a great guest experience, but I have to say I had no idea how great you guys are and how passionate you are about your jobs, about each other, and about the company. And I am so thankful that I went through this experience because I have an absolutely renewed passion and appreciation for what you all do on the front line. And I just could not be more proud of you. So thank you very much for what you do, and thanks for coming today. I am just so glad that I did this. And I have to say, it's the greatest single week and greatest work experience I've ever had.
Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode.